the 2006 RWT, a great release of this Barossa Valley Shiraz, now in its 10th vintage. Now this wine provides a wonderful alternative, I guess, to our St Henri's, Granges and whatever, a very different style of Shiraz, and very proud to pull for you the 2006, which is just about to come out.
Thank you.
Now the way in which we keep this separate and different, Steve, is not only the French oak that we use, but we use other techniques to keep this style different to St Henri and others.
Well, RWT is, as you said, 100% from the Barossa, but it also is a mixture of both Penfold blocks and some really excellent grower blocks from different areas from around the Barossa Valley.
Right. So a little bit of healthy competition, George, between the growers and our own vineyards.
Yeah, and even within our own vineyards, it's not the same blocks that make it in necessarily year in, year out. It really comes down to the flavour profile that Steve and I see in the vineyard.
In a given year, yeah. Isn't it wonderful having that choice? Yeah. So in 2006, the climate suited Shiraz? Suited this style? Or?
Yeah, again, 2006 was it was a wet winter and spring start, and then a warm season, so about 5 degrees above average, long-term averages, and Shiraz typically loves those warmer conditions.
Yes.
And a little bit of rain here and there through the vintage has helped the canopies and everything hold on through to harvest.
Yeah, well, it's certainly followed through into the wine. This 06, the nose is glorious, but it's real Barossa. It's not a McLaren Vale Shiraz. You go straight to it, and that's Barossa Shiraz.
And it's got real opulence about the wine as well.
Very, very impressive. Steve, I think the last RWT to be matured in 100% new oak was the 98. This one's not anywhere near 100% new oak.
It's in 100% French oak, but new oak, from memory, for the 2006 is around about 70% brand new French oak, and then the balance is 1 year old.
So 7 barrels, well, hogsheads in 10 are new. The rest are, what, 1 and 2 year old?
They'll be 1 year old.
1 year old.
Yeah.
Well, that works beautifully. So does this get barrel fermentation like bin 707 and Grange, or is it a little bit different to that?
It is 100% barrel fermented once it comes off of skins, but unlike bin 707 and Grange, this is 100% barrel fermented in French oak.
Right, yep. So different characters to that from 707 and Grange.
Yeah, and French oak being a little bit more subtle, and the opulence of this style of Shiraz, it really does suit this style very well.
Yeah, certainly could be looked upon as a more contemporary style of Shiraz in the modern day sense. Although, you know, the vines from which this is sourced, you'd have some pretty old vines, but not necessarily all old, or how does that work? No,
again, we've had some newer blocks come on that have shown the right characteristics early, and it really comes down to that balance and the right soil type. We're finding that it's the deeper soils and less irrigation that gives us a balance that finds this sort of style.
There's a lovely sheen to the wine, isn't there? Those lovely blueberry, blackberry almost fruits. It says on the one hand I'm Barossa, and there's a little bit of licorice and those lovely Indian spices, but there are very definitive Barossa Shiraz characters.
Yeah, and it really does jump out of the glass. It's really quite lifted and aromatic as well.
Yeah. Now we don't know, of course, how long these wines last, because the first finish was 97, but I dare say this would go for many, many years.
Yeah. We've seen the 1998, which we spoke about before recently, and the 98 RWT looks sensational, as does the 2002 and the 2004, so they age very well.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to this 2006. I think we'll be drinking this over many decades.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.